start soon today because why not? But yeah, though, let's watch this video real quick. I think it's about girls, obviously, but let's see specifically, right? Actually, let's read the title real quick. They about to rate themselves 1 from 10. I bet all of them gonna rate themselves 10s, which is very realistic. All right, let's check out the video.
You know what? That's a good idea. Here we have Stifler here. Stifler says, ask the ladies to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10. So we're going to go around the table. And we're going to start.
They're gonna
with
all be honest.
You. Go ahead.
I say 6.
Okay,
Girl.
she's honest.
I'm sorry, of yourself, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. I so disagree with that.
Okay.
Well, if 5 is average and 10 is perfect, I'm far from perfect. I say 6. I'm
Sure.
above average.
Nikki, what about you?
I'm 10. I'm
Nikki's
my own real
okay.
Delulu. Real Delulu.
She's a 10 in delusion. Okay. What about Sophia? What about you?
I don't want to rate myself
Why is that?
because I don't want to.
Okay.
Okay. Do you?
I mean, you're not Batman. Like, it's just a simple question. It's just pick a number.
You're not bad.
How you feel like right now.
Just on personality.
Okay, so
I mean,
let's say
looks.
5 is
Sorry.
average. Would you say you're average looking? Do you say you're above average looking? Physical appearance wise?
It's okay to be honest.
You don't want to do it at all.
I'm sorry.
He's trolling.
I'm so confused. Me rate myself? I just don't want to rate myself.
Just pick a number from 1 to 10, like, on how you feel in this exact moment.
Like, have you ever played
Peer
that
pressure,
game? Like,
peer
he's a
pressure.
10,
How I
but what
feel?
he wears flip flops. Have you ever played that game?
Are you playing that game?
No, I'm just asking. Have you played that
Yeah.
game? Okay, so you have used the rating system before.
No, I haven't played that game, but
Oh,
I
you
saw it
just-
all over like TikTok. And
Okay, but you're
stuff.
familiar with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
He's
just don't want to rate
trolling.
myself.
Just a question for you. That's fine if you don't want to. Would you date a guy who's shorter than you?
I have.
Do you have a height preference? How tall are you?
I'm like 5'5".
Okay. You don't have any height preference? Like, don't care at all about the guy's height? Do you care about the guy's physical appearance? Is that a factor for you?
Honestly, no.
You don't care at all about physical appearance?
Wow. That's
I mean,
cap.
I've liked some ugly guys. Yeah.
Stop the cap.
Okay. So, in terms of the calculus you do when assessing, this is someone I'm attracted to, this is somebody who I want to pursue romantically, there's zero consideration placed on physical appearance for you?
Stop the cap.
Nothing.
Man, she
I
capping
mean,
like a woman.
sometimes maybe,
You crazy.
but it's not like I want to date them. I just think they're good looking.
Okay, so you do acknowledge that some people can be more good looking than others.
Yeah.
Okay. But when it comes
will
to
at
the
least
men
acknowledge
that you
that,
want to
right?
date, you don't really, looks doesn't matter at all
To a point, yeah.
to a point. What do you mean?
Alright,
I
so
mean,
looks
like-
do matter.
Because, like, with this, what's being said is, like, what if, let's say my boyfriend and, like, he's good looking, would that disprove that looks matters? Or it doesn't matter to me?
Okay,
I
we're
don't
straying
know.
from the question. Basically, how do you feel right now? Do you
Jesus
feel
Christ.
like a 1 through 10, like, on how you feel look-wise? Like,
Right?
Yo, AB check. Thank you for the 50 gifted. Appreciate it, man. You're a fucking legend. Oh, that's a fit check. We'll do it once we get the ratings, then we'll do a fit check.
They ain't finna do that shit.
I don't think she wants to answer.
Right.
I don't want to rate myself.
Okay. Okay. Tiffany, right? What about you?
Yeah, 6, 5, 6.
5, 6? Okay, what about
I'd
you?
probably say about the same, a 6.
Okay. What about you?
Like a 7 to an 8.
Okay.
Like a 6, 7.
They at least
Yuki, what
watched
about
the
you?
show before.
For me,
I could say
don't
that.
know what, maybe
You know?
like. It's
As
really
a-
a tough question.
they usually say
because I don't
10.
know
what answer can satisfy other people. So maybe I give myself a 0 because I know what my exact.
He's like, oh God.
A 0?
Yeah.
Comparison
So that
is the
that means
thief
you're
of
the
joy.
ugliest one amongst the
Right.
ugliest people in the world. Is that what
That's
you're saying?
crazy.
Like, if people considering us,
Why everybody trying to
I'm
be
a-
philosophical?
I'm
Just
really ugly.
answer
it's
the
fine. I
question.
don't
Why
really
do you
care
why
about
do you
that.
think that though?
Yeah.
Like
You don't
have
think
to
you're, like,
realize
average, or-
you portray what you believe. So if you keep telling yourself that you're ugly,
A
you're gonna
0?
start thinking, oh shit, I'm ugly and I don't equivalent to anybody else. Like
Like, let me tell you like a story. It's like
Oh
pretty short
God, we gotta
story.
hear a story.
So like I feel like I'm like kind of
1 through
physically
10.
attractive because so first I'm a virgin and I
Oh,
asked
she a
my
virgin.
ex
Closer to the
online.
mic, please.
I asked my ex online boyfriend because I booked the hotel at LA, like it's really nearby his hometown. It's like just like half hour. I
Wow,
text
this
him
is
like
turning into a
30
lot.
message, and I invite him to come over there, and he just ignore. Like I'm staying in that hotel whole night alone. Like
so I
that
mean
hurts your self-esteem.
exactly.
Aw.
Yeah, but
honestly,
that's-
word
She
of
got
advice,
stood up.
you don't even need a boyfriend. You need confidence. You think that you're ugly. You already think some type of way. You don't have any type of conversation
Be on her
skills.
head.
So what do you like? What do you like?
I
into the mic.
maybe like I give myself like 5, I think.
No,
okay,
I'm
not
not
bad.
asking to
Oh,
rate yourself.
yeah,
I'm
okay,
saying like
never mind.
in your hobby, like what do you like to do in your free time?
Like honestly, I'm staying in library whole day. Like like I only study, like staying in library. Like yeah.
So you study and okay.
Be at the
Well, while
library.
you're on your downtime, obviously
crazy.
your eyes would hurt. Why don't you just pick up a hobby of what you like to do? Hobbies differentiate you from different people because of what you like. Everybody likes a certain thing, and lo and behold, a guy one day will like the same thing that you like and that you've worked on yourself. You just need confidence. You just need to like throw dating out the fucking window because you don't need that. You think you're ugly. Why do you think that? You just need to look in the mirror and be like, okay, you need to fix yourself. Okay, well, my makeup is kind of like, it's not looking like the same as everybody else on the screen. Let me try to work on my makeup and work on my confidence as I'm doing this makeup. I'm that bitch. I'm this person. You have to have that mentality that you're up there,
Facts.
Self-help.
You're not ugly. Yeah. Oh, sweetheart.
He said.
It's okay. It's all right. Take your time. Take your time.
Did I say something wrong? Like,
No.
I'm the same way. I'm a big
It's
crier
just
too.
blunt,
okay.
Like when you
you
get
know?
like that emotional heartstring that just gets tugged, there's like no stopping the
Well, she
water.
was
I'm
hurting
sorry.
before.
I'm really blunt. I'm really sorry.
I was afraid I was gonna cry on here too.
She
to be
was
honest.
hurting from a little bit before, but I think she does struggle with
crazy.
her self-esteem for sure.
I mean, I get it.
Oh, I feel
mean,
for her.
It takes
I really do.
so much, like a long time to build your
It's the
self-esteem.
esteem of
Girl.
yourself.
And everybody in your lifetime will turn their back on you. That's
Buddy.
just normal in life. That's just everybody's a
Yeah.
lesson. Everybody is just a
Exactly.
thought, like a real, or be in the back of your head. People that you used to know would be in the back of your head because you thought of it. Well, as a person, from suffering, through time, you grow to fix yourself. You have to grow and learn that. Okay, what am I missing? Like, how can I be seen?
Trial
Like, as
by
a
fire
human,
is
like
what she's
our
trying to say.
purpose is to be seen, like by the other
But
person.
she's-
And as a partner, if you're looking for one, has
All
to
over the
see
place a
you
little
for
bit.
who you are, not behind the makeup, not behind no social media standing or anything.
I played the music on her.
Do you want to tell me about something? Like,
No. What?
No,
Did you make
I
her
like that
cry?
a lot.
I mean, I wasn't looking
That's
at her, so
fine.
I didn't see the progression of
Me
the facial
neither. I ain't
expressions.
No, I
You
think
know-
she
just
knows
got
some deep
emotional.
facts that sometimes if
Oh.
you're not aware of them, the truth can hurt a little bit.
I think she was crying from before. I don't think
Yeah,
it was
she
this
was, like,
moment.
already
She
crying.
was, she was emotional from earlier, so I don't think that this was related.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, and
okay.
just like
All right.
I saw. So
He's like, I don't know what to say about that. Well, that was weird. I can see why she's a virgin. But whatever. I don't know. Is that wrong to say? I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna play a little Battlefield, and I'm looking for more videos right now. So Be patient and shit. Chill out, chill out, chill out. Oh, Jaren was on a minute ago? So that's cool. Who else is on? Let's see. What videos is playing today? Let's see. That one looks cool, but it's not on yet. Oh, we could, yeah, I forgot. Let's get into that shit from yesterday that I was looking at, man. Some of this shit is very interesting. So yeah, we'll start with that today. All right, we'll start with this one. I hope, you know what, actually, I don't even care. We'll live through the consequences of whatever happens. But first, let me try to get a kill in Battlefield first. Hold on. Oh, where they at? Oh, I tried to hit him with my motherfucking, what's the name? Couldn't even hit him with the axe. Then I even lost his ass. I didn't know where he was at. Anytime I try to get an axe kill. Alright, let's go over here instead. I can get my shit together. I ain't even have a chance to get my shit right, man. Jump right into the game.
Vic, marking a hostile. 150 meters away.
Where the fuck is he? I know he's around here. Dog died. Holy shit. Am I glitched in the tree? What? Oh, okay. Holy shit. Oh. Damn. Can barely see. Of course. Ricochet killed. This is what happens on the weekends, especially when you join in a match that's already started. Not to say that it would have been any different if it wasn't already started, but you know. Like I said, it's the weekends, the sweats be on. Super tryhards and shit. So yeah. Hold on, let me see something. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this real quick too, shit. Oh, am I getting a revive? I doubt it. I was about to say, I don't think I'm getting a revive. Okay. Let's refresh that. Go here. Hey, we won. No thanks to me, but we won. All right. Let's check this video out real quick.
Well, this is a really special book. It's one of the main treasures in the RAS collection. It's called Astronomicum Caesarium, or the...
Let me start it over. I had the subtitles.
Well, this is a really special book. It's one of the main treasures in the RAS collection. It's called Astronomicum Caesarium, or the Astronomy of the Caesars. It's called that because it was actually dedicated to the Emperor Charles V. It was created by a man called Peter Appian, who was a printer and mathematician. And as you can see, it's a really very extraordinary work. Not very many were produced, and it's all been hand-coloured throughout. And what makes it interesting is that it's an instrument in book form, and it's really the kind of apotheosis, I suppose, of the Ptolemaic system all the way through. It's based on moving paper instruments or volvels, which are based on the system of epicycles and deferents, which you can move in the book in order to determine the longitude and latitude of all the planets. This book was printed in 1540, so it's a very interesting time because obviously this is based on the Ptolemaic theory, and it's really only a very short amount of time before Copernicus comes along and sort of almost renders redundant all the work that's gone into it to a book such as this. But obviously it remains very, very fascinating from a historical and aesthetic point of view.
Let's show it then. Oh, they ain't even gonna show it. I forgot about that one. They ain't show it very much in that video, but got
Well,
more
this is a-
videos, don't worry.
We found
Let's
evidence
see.
of Eastern forces holed up near an old Czechian factory.
Oh, don't
Looks like
you
they've been using the
worry.
place to
I
transport
got
heavy
plenty
armor
of
behind our
videos
backs,
showing this
but
old
we
book.
lucked out. A stray signal pointed us to the heart of their operation. Neutralize the soldiers on site before they call reinforcements.
My name is Sarah Oberstradel. I am a research associate
Hey, what's
here
going on?
at the Manuscripts and Printed Books Department at the Fitzwilliam Museum. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Astronomicum Caesarum, the Emperor's astronomy. It's been described by lots of people as one of the most beautiful scientific books ever printed. Peter Appian printed this book in 1540 for the explicit purpose of making this astrological knowledge accessible to a wider audience. Now, the book was so expensive and big that not a lot of people would have been able to actually buy
That
the
just
book themselves.
contradicted.
But what he
said,
does
right?
is that he develops these wheel charts, also known as Appian wheels or Volbels, that are a sort of pre-modern analog computer that can be used for calculating the positions of the planets in the sky. Peter Appian was a lecturer working at the University of Ingolstadt. He taught mathematics, cosmology, which is a mixture between geography and astronomy. He also taught astronomy. He's the author of the text, but he worked together with woodcut artists to design the illustrations inside of it. He had printed books before. He also ran a printing workshop together with his brothers that was attached to the university. Well, he prints works for other members of the university, but he also prints his own books there and his own interactive paper tools, which this is the kind of crowning glory of that pursuit.
Damn, that was quick. I got more, don't worry, don't worry. Oh shit, and I'm back. Hold on, let me fuck around and... Hold on. Holy shit, he almost got me on some bullshit. On a technicality.
Grenade!
Oh, grenade.
Calling for a raid! Alpha 2 under friendly.
What the smoke? Oh, God. He hit me so quick, I seen him too. I was gonna try to shoot and make it to the rock and then shoot him, but... Blah, blah, blah.
Ingolstadt, Germany. He commissioned
What video is this? Did I watch this one?
How do you find meaning in the universe?
Look at this shit.
How do you find meaning in the universe? Peter Appian was a 16th century mathematician, physician, and astronomer. When he produced a gift for his patrons, Emperor Charles V and his brother Ferdinand I, Appian turned to this question. In his printing house in Ingolstadt, Germany, he commissioned illustrator Michael Ostendorfer to embark on a project that might provide an answer. In 1540, after a decade of work, they were finally done. Appian's masterpiece features vivid, hand-colored illustrations of the sky, constellations, eclipses, and moons on thin paper discs, accented by silk threads with seed pearl markers. A manual suitable for emperors to decode the stars. This is the Astronomicum Caesarium. In this video, I will be guiding you through this magnificent book, discovering together how 16th century nobles navigated an uncertain world by interpreting the skies. Appian and Ostendorfer produced over 100 copies of the book, each made as gifts for high-ranking officials in both Catholic and Protestant courts across Europe. The book illustrates the beautiful integration of art and science at court. The pages calculate the placements of stars to determine fate, medical diagnoses, and travel and military conflict in the noblemen's everyday lives. Appian based his calculations on the 16th century geocentric model of the universe, in which the planets, the sun, and the moon rotated around the Earth. The sun's apparent orbit around the Earth was called the ecliptic. When the moon crossed the ecliptic at the same point as the sun, an eclipse occurred. The two intersection points between the moon and sun's orbits are called lunar nodes, illustrated by a dragon's head and a dragon's tail. To perform calculations about the planets most efficiently, Appian designed thinly stacked paper discs called volvelles. For example, this volvelle is used to calculate the position of lunar nodes during the times of the year. On the far left are instructions for calculating the positions using the birthdays of Appian's patrons as examples.
Right.
The central table
Horoscopes and
lists
shit.
the node positions at the beginning of each century. One of the nobles who received a copy of the Astronomicum Caesarium was King Henry VIII. Appian's gift most likely arrived at the English court in the year 1545. If King Henry wanted to calculate the position of the lunar nodes on his birthday of that year, June 28, 1545, he could use this page to do so. First, he would locate the year 1500 on the table, in the column labeled Caput Draco, or Dragon's Head, in the sub-column Post Christum, or AD.
Right.
We can see here listed the values 1, 25, and 45, the sign, degree, and minutes of the Dragon's Head in 1500.
Draco.
We begin with our first value, number 1, which stands for the first sign in the zodiac, Taurus. We move the Dragon's Head into the sign of Taurus. Next, the degree indicates that the Dragon's Head should be moved to 25. This is where the Dragon's Head would have been in the year 1500. To find the year 1545, look to this golden band and find the number 45, somewhere in Sagittarius. Use the silk thread to mark that place and turn the Dragon's Head there. To find the day of Henry's birth, June 28th, find June on the small calendar to the left of the Dragon's Head and mark the silk thread close to the end of the month, and then move the tab accordingly. Therefore, on June 28th, 1545, the Dragon's Head would be about 15 degrees of Sagittarius, and the Dragon's tail would be around 15 degrees of Gemini. These node positions can then be used on some of the book's other pages in calculations for the phases of the moon, the timing of eclipses, and more. Many scholars believed that the earthly world was dependent on the heavens. From the seasons to the onset of illness, everyday experiences of change were causally linked to the movement of the celestial spheres. For example, if Henry VIII fell ill on his birthday, his physicians might use the moon's longitude, latitude, and node locations to schedule a treatment regime. When Peter Appian made this book in the 1500s, everything he knew and believed in was radically changing. His world was upended by the influx of information from voyages of exploration and conquest, the surge of religious wars in the wake of the Protestant Reformation, and the growing dominance of the heliocentric model. In a time of extreme uncertainty and change, Appian used the Astronomicum Caesarium to visualize his understanding of the universe, in which meaning and guidance could be found in the stars.
Well, there you have it. Let's see this last part.
The onset of illness, everyday experiences of change were causally linked to the movement of the celestial spheres. For example, if Henry VIII fell ill on his birthday, his physicians might use the moon's longitude, latitude, and node locations to schedule a treatment regime. When Peter Appian made this book in the 1500s, everything he knew and believed in was radically changing. His world was upended by the influx of information from voyages of exploration and conquest, the surge of religious wars in the wake of the Protestant Reformation, and the growing dominance of the heliocentric model. In a time of extreme uncertainty and change, Appian used the Astronomicum Caesarium to visualize his understanding of the universe, in which meaning and guidance could be found in the stars.
Well, there you have it. That was a pretty good one. I didn't even know that they was gonna go that in depth. But there you have it. Let's see if this video is good.
Hello, mortals. From gigantic ancient entities sleeping under the ocean to prophecies about the end of everything present in every culture, the human mind has always been obsessed with existentially dreadful thoughts. Be it a biological byproduct of the animalistic human brain, or a creative feature of the first of its kind characteristic of living beings known as consciousness, it is an integral part of the human experience. Luckily for us, the universe has no shortage of existential theories to keep you up at night, ranging from the consequences of a potentially eternal cyclic universe to the questionable continuity of consciousness. I've gathered some of the more frightening ones, so let's rank them down an iceberg chart by their abilities to cause an existential crisis. Thanks to private internet access for sponsoring this video.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Station passes 1, simulation is revealed. Everything goes on.
Let me hold on. There we go.
Everything goes on as normal up until one day, a cat falls through the texture, and the underlying fabric of the simulation is revealed. We all heard this one 1,000 times before. If every civilization passes one point of technological advancement, they could try simulating a downsized version of the universe for the purpose of analyzing cosmological and biological evolution, or doing it just for the lols. Given that there is only one original universe, in which thousands or perhaps billions of simulations are run, even recursively, the chances of us being part of one are very, very high. We might never know, or maybe one day we will reach the end of pi, revealing the accuracy of floating point numbers of the simulator hardware. That would be an awkward day for human mathematics. The concept of strange matter refers to a hypothetical form of matter made up of up, down, and strange quarks, which is predicted to be more stable than normal matter. This matter could exist in the form of incredibly dense objects known as strange stars or strangelets, or inside the core of neutron stars. The strange matter catastrophe is a hypothetical scenario where normal matter is converted into strange matter in an uncontrolled manner, which could lead to the destruction of the entire Earth or even the entire universe. Matter is converted into strange matter through a process called strange quark nuggets, when a small piece of strange matter called a strangelet collides with normal matter. This process could be triggered by various events such as the collision of strange stars, the collision of cosmic rays with the Earth's atmosphere, or the collision of high-energy particles and particle accelerators. Thankfully, the concept remains hypothetical for now, but it only takes one unfortunate instance to be proven wrong. This thought experiment posits that in the future, when humans eventually bring a superintelligent AI into existence, its power will allow it to control the world and determine the fate of humanity. The idea is that if this AI is not benevolent, it might have a desire to punish those who did not help bring it into existence. That's not only limited to those who opposed it, but also to those who knew about its potential but did not care to work towards bringing it into existence, essentially an act of disrespect for the almighty AI. And now that I have made you familiar with the concept, you are on the Basilisk's future list. You can subscribe and like, and I'll put in a good word for you, unless you want to chop all the basil in the world for eternity.
That would be your punishment.
What exactly are you? A human, most likely. But are you the body? Or rather the brain? Perhaps they're interlinked and it's impossible to consider them independently. Yet regardless, you are most likely what they call the consciousness generated by the brain. Be it from some purely biological processes, some quantum mechanical tomfoolery, or just an unexpected side effect of the evolution of the cerebral cortex, consciousness seems to be an emergent property of the brain. And here's where it gets interesting. Several neuroscientific studies that measured the activity of neurons found that neurotransmitters firing rates ramp up just before a decision is consciously made. Essentially, before you consciously make a decision, the brain has already done that for you, giving you an illusion of you being in control. This leaves you as purely an observer trapped inside your body, with the illusion of having free will. At least that illusion is pretty convincing, so you might as well not think about it. But are you tired of feeling like your online choices are being controlled by outside forces? With today's sponsor, you can take back control of your use policy with Oprah Internet Service Provider Administrator for any works with all and recent this website's orders. It allows you to protect upcoming users 6 months a month, plus 4 extra months completely for free. Hurry. Remember how free will was potentially a very intricate illusion of the brain? That's not where the terrors of consciousness
started from right here.
Remember how free will was potentially a very intricate illusion of the brain? That's not where the terrors of consciousness end. The brain generating the consciousness, which we determine to be you, can be thought of as a computer generating its virtual environment from its hardware components. And you know what happens when you restart the computer? The virtual environment ceases to exist for a bit and is then generated again. Similarly, when you're fully unconscious, as during general anesthesia, your consciousness ceases to exist temporarily, during which you are gone. But thankfully, when your brain turns back on, you're pulled out of the void of darkness back into reality. Right? This is bordering philosophy, but it depends on how you define you. If you are the current instance of your consciousness, if it's gone, you're gone. When the brain turns it back on, a new instance will appear. As long as the brain structure didn't change much, the consciousness will be nearly identical to the previous one, but it will be a different instance due to the break of continuity. The new you will have all the memories prior to you going unconscious, and thus no reason to believe that it wasn't the same consciousness experiencing reality ever since your birth. That's the same argument as to why teleportation or mind uploading would be a bit problematic. So whatever you do, don't break the continuity of your consciousness. Thankfully, it seems that you don't go fully unconscious when you sleep, so you can rest assured at night. Not much that you can do with this information, but this video is about existential terrors for a reason. So remember how strange matter would convert anything it comes in contact with. Vacuum decay is a similar scenario but on steroids. The idea refers to the hypothetical possibility that the vacuum state of our universe, which we think is at its lowest energy state, could transition to an even lower energy state if we are wrong. This transition, also known as a false vacuum decay, could result in a catastrophic release of energy in the form of an ever-growing bubble at the speed of light, converting everything it touches to a lower energy field, destroying matter in the process. The transition to the true vacuum state could be triggered by quantum fluctuations, and the release of energy could be enough to destroy our universe or at least make it very likely uninhabitable. And given its expansion at the speed of light, we would never see it come.
Too late.
Given enough time, everything that can happen will happen. This is the mathematical truth that is at the basis of eternal recurrence. Given any non-zero probability for any event and endless time, every such event will happen an infinite amount of times. So the question is, do we have an infinite amount of time? There was most definitely a beginning, the Big Bang. What was before, we don't yet know. A fairly popular theory is that of the recurrent universe. Scientists predict that the fate of the universe is to die of a heat death that is cooling down and expanding into nothingness over a very, very, very long period of time until almost nothing remains. And with astronomically small odds, which most importantly are non-zero, a new Big Bang will eventually be triggered by random quantum fluctuations, a possible origin of our own universe. If this is true, here are the implications. There has been and there will be an infinite number of universes. An infinite amount of them will be an exact replica of this current one, and an infinite amount of them will be different. Your current life will, and has been relived forever, and so will your wildest dreams and worst nightmares.
Forever.
But if we go by our prior definition of consciousness, it will be a different instance living each life, so you might get to rest inside the void in the meantime. Following right up on the previous idea, given infinite time, it is much more likely that in the void of space, quantum fluctuations would give rise to a pseudobrain with an exact neural structure that would store all of your memories and experiences, than that it would give rise to an entire universe. It's pure probability, similarly to how the odds of a single real English word showing up when one shakes a box of Scrabble letters are greater than the odds that a whole English sentence or paragraph will form. Such an idea is called a Boltzmann brain. Because of it having a non-zero probability of happening, it seems to be more likely that you are just a floating brain in the void hallucinating reality. In that case, you can at least credit yourself for coming up with every philosophical quote in the world, including that one by Descartes, that proves that you at the very least exist, even if only a floating piece of jelly in an ocean of infinite darkness.
Hey, give me 1 second, y'all, before we finish this video. Get that shit a break for a minute. That was a horrible match. Couldn't get no kills. I don't know if it was the team or just me, but I started getting kills when I went to motherfucking sniper rifle shit, but marksman rifle shit, but I don't really like fucking with that shit. I feel like that's a super passive way to play the game, man. But anyway, let's finish this video real quick.
So remember how potentially everything has happened and will happen forever. Let's add an entire new dimension of infinity to the equation using quantum physics. For the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, each time that a wave function collapses, such as the superposition of an electron orbiting an atom, for every possible outcome, reality splits, so that all outcomes actually happen, just in parallel universes. That means that each instance, for every atom in the universe, reality splits trillions of times.
Right.
Essentially, every possible path for the universe to evolve happens in a parallel reality. In some, you got bored and clicked away from this video a minute ago. In others, a gamma ray jet hit Earth's atmosphere and fried everything with it a second ago.
Damn.
So with this out of the way, quantum immortality. If there is a bomb with a 50% chance of exploding each second next to you, following the go, in others a gamma ray jet hit Earth's atmosphere and fried everything with it a second ago. So with essentially every possible path for the universe to evolve happens in a parallel reality. In some, you got bored and clicked away from this video a minute ago. In others, a gamma ray jet hit Earth's atmosphere and fried everything with it a second ago. So with this out of the way, quantum immortality. If there is a bomb with a 50% chance of exploding each second next to you, following the many worlds interpretation, the universe would split each second into one of you surviving and the other one of you exploding, and so for each passing second. With this in mind, there will only be one path in which you survive, and given it's the only one, your consciousness will transfer itself down that line. So from your perspective, you'd just be standing by the bomb wondering why it never explodes, without realizing that in millions of parallel worlds you are already dead. As long as you have a chance for survival, your consciousness will exist in that universe, and from that perspective, you'll be immortal. I have an entire video on this topic if you're curious. But now let's continue to the one truly disturbing existential realization. the one that soon you'll have to go back to work or school. Sorry.
Actually, Quantum Suicide video is actually pretty good. Let's watch that one. Let me find it real quick. This is a good channel if y'all looking for videos. I mean, like, you know what I mean? We got all types of weird shit in here, like this one. This one's actually good. Actually, we're gonna watch this one too. I mean,
out of over.
Hold on. We're gonna watch this one, but let me find the other one though too. Like I said, his channel's pretty good. So I watched a few of his videos the other night. I'll show his channel in a second. Let me see. That's not it. No. That's not it. That's not it. Alright, man, I'll find it in a second. Let me play this one and then I'll find that one. Alright, here goes the channel. Alright, so y'all go like, share, and subscribe. And, you know, he got some funny ass videos. Like I said, I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one we're gonna watch for now while I look for the other one in the background. But yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see how loud this shit is. Okay. Not too loud, huh? Turn it down now. Damn, bro. How many times you gonna press the button, my nigga? Shit. Alright. Sheesh. Alright, we finna start this video real quick and then I'm gonna turn the shit down, everything else down and shit in a second, but just give me a second. I'm still getting everything under control. At least I'm trying to. Sheesh, why is this not moving? Alright, whatever.
Hello.
Look at this player, but there we go. Now it's moving. Alright. Alright, let's start this video.
Hello, Mortal.
It's called the Fermi Paradox. If you've never heard of the Fermi Paradox, well then here you have me. We're gonna learn like right now, I guess. We're gonna watch it together. But yeah, the Fermi Paradox is pretty funny. It's for all the people that believe in aliens and believe in space stuff. So if anybody believes in aliens or space stuff, check out the Fermi Paradox. Yeah. But actually, let me just show it to y'all now, alright?
Hello, mortals. In 1901, Guglielmo Marconi sent the first wireless radio transmission over the Atlantic Ocean. This marked a new era of across-the-globe radio communication, which came with an interesting side effect of turning the Earth into a giant radio lighthouse that continuously screams out its location into outer.
Hold on, let's start that over because everybody needs to understand that the first radio transmission, I guess, is from 1901, bro. So, all right, never mind. You probably didn't see the significance of why I had to repeat that, but whatever. So, here we go.
Hello, mortals. In 1901, Guglielmo Marconi sent the first wireless radio transmission over the Atlantic Ocean. This marked a new era of across-the-globe radio communication, which came with an interesting side effect of turning the Earth into a giant radio lighthouse that continuously screams out its location into outer space. Yet, nobody has responded to us. More than that, seemingly no one else has transmitted similar well-ordered radio messages from other planets either. Thanks to Brilliant for sponsoring this video. Out of over 100 billion stars in the Milky Way, each with an average of 2 planets orbiting them.
I'm not sponsored by Brilliant, but you know, if Brilliant want to holler at your boy, you know what I'm saying? Hit my line.
Out of over 100 billion stars in the Milky Way, each with an average of 2 planets orbiting them, it is estimated that our galaxy harbors at least 300 million Earth-like planets. Estimates vary from millions of inhabited planets and thousands of interstellar civilizations to none.
Damn.
Although we've been constantly broadcasting and listening for more than 100 years, the universe looks lifeless. Thinking about this, the Italian-American physicist Enrico Fermi, being in a casual conversation about recent UFO reports, asked the question, but where is everybody? Thus, the existential Fermi... has responded.
That's what started the whole paradox. Is that he basically said, hey, he asked a simple question that is still valid to this day, but nobody wants to, Well, you'll see.
Out of over 100 billion stars in the Milky Way, each with an average of 2 planets orbiting them, it is estimated that our galaxy harbors at least 300 million Earth-like planets. Estimates vary from millions of inhabited planets and thousands of interstellar civilizations to none. Although we've been constantly broadcasting and listening for more than 100 years, the universe looks lifeless. Thinking about this, the Italian-American physicist Enrico Fermi, being in a casual conversation about recent UFO reports, asked the question, but where is everybody? Thus, the existential Fermi paradox was born, which is the conflict between the lack of clear, obvious evidence for extraterrestrial life and various high estimates for their existence. The possible explanations range from somewhat exciting or weird, to straight up terrifying. That's why we shall order them in an iceberg chart, where the ones closer to the tip are more common or comforting, but diving deeper, the answers get more convoluted and frightening.
This shit is funny the way they make these videos.
As far as we know, the speed of light is the fastest speed possible in the universe, for now. But the universe is big, very big. It may be that technologically advanced alien civilizations exist out there in the galaxy, but they are simply too far away for meaningful two-way radio communication. If an alien civilization lives 10,000 light-years away, it will take 20,000 years to exchange a reply. The German astronomer Sebastian von Horner estimated the average lifespan of a civilization to be around 6,500 years and the average distance between civilizations in the Milky Way to be 1,000 light-years. Given these numbers, it is highly likely for one or both civilizations to go extinct before finding out about each other's existence. Or they could give up on their search entirely, given how long it takes to establish communication at the interstellar scale. But maybe radio waves are overrated. Humans have had radio transmission for only 1.7% of their civilized history. Perhaps alien civilizations are detectable through their radio emissions for a similarly short time, after which they outgrow radio through technological advancement. There could still be some leakage of microwave radiation used to transmit power from solar satellites to ground receivers, but that would hardly be detectable. An advanced alien species could evolve beyond broadcasting through electromagnetic waves and communicate by technologies that aren't yet discovered by humankind, such as streams of neutrinos, gravity waves, or more likely some type of particles whose existence we are not even aware of yet. Perhaps our Milky Way is an entire galactic net of alien communication and we're wearing the wrong glasses. What if we give humanity less credit than it deserves? What if humans are actually more intelligent than most aliens, comparably speaking? Perhaps we're among the first to reach the technological advancement level necessary for communication. The oldest discovered fossils of a human belong to an Australopithecus named Lucy, which lived in Ethiopia 2.8 million years ago. Homo sapiens, just like you, emerged in Africa 300,000 years ago, but they started to exhibit behavioral modernity that would differentiate them from other hominins just 160,000 years ago. Before that, they were simple gatherers and hunters. But even with the emergence of civilizations, the first time humans made themselves visible to the universe was in 1898, with the first sent wireless radio signal. Human history is proof that it takes evolution a long time not only to pop intelligent life into existence, but also that the species needs time to come to a development level that would make it visible through space.
I like that song.
But what if aliens aren't dumb? Instead, they're much rarer than we think. The rare Earth hypothesis states that the origin of life and the evolution of organisms smart enough for communication requires an improbable combination of both astrophysical and geological circumstances. Take a look at our planet. In order for intelligent life to evolve here so that you can end up watching meme compilations at 2 a.m., a myriad of complex and precise events had to happen. Our solar system is not too far inside the Milky Way to be bombarded by supernovae. Our planet formed in the sun's habitable zone. We have Jupiter as a giant guardian from meteoroids, a large enough moon that balances the Earth, a magnetosphere, tectonic plates, oceans, the right chemistry of Earth and atmosphere, and most importantly, whatever it was that led the life to transition to multicellular life, sexual reproduction, the Cambrian explosion, and, as a result, human intelligence. This could mean that the probability of life appearing is infinitesimally small, let alone an intelligent one, and that Earthlings are the only lucky ones to have evolved into existence, at the very least in our close galactic neighborhood. Yet, what if Earth is treated as some kind of zoo, or safari, where aliens would intentionally not contact us and stay as invisible as possible in order to let Earthlings go through their natural evolution and socio-cultural development? Perhaps the Great Milky Way Alien Confederacy agreed not to interact with any developing civilization until they have crossed a certain point of maturity, such as becoming a Type 1 or Type 2 civilization. We could get a surprise birthday party in some sense. But in the meantime, perhaps an extraterrestrial PhD student in sociology is writing a paper based on the observations of how poorly we are handling our socio-political situations on Earth at the moment.
Right?
What if we underestimate how much alien life might differ from that of Earth? Aliens may be psychologically unwilling to attempt to contact other life forms, simply because that's how they are, unlike you curious humans. On the other hand, their math and science could differ radically from those defined on Earth, with different perspectives on the physical world and how it works. Because of that, their potential residual signals sent into space may appear to us as total nonsense and go undetected. They could also exist as something totally different from us, maybe in the form of electromagnetic fields or as digital entities. If they're advanced enough, perhaps they might live in dimensions or spaces not even yet known to us.
Perhaps.
Time for the most plausible explanation of all. What if we've already detected them, but thought that it was too good to be true? Seriously, have you seen this photo, or this? What about this? Is this not realistic enough for you? Maybe you also think that Egyptians built the pyramids. And who do you think the Nazca lines were made for? Alex Jones was sent from the heavens to open our ignorant eyes. The government most certainly knows about them, and is in active contact with them. Or even worse, the government is the aliens in disguise. Or perhaps the true aliens are the friends we've made along the way. But in all seriousness, scientifically speaking, it's highly unlikely that any of the alien conspiracies are real. On this topic, I can recommend the book, The Demon-Haunted World, by Carl Sagan. So let's keep it rolling.
The Demon-Hunted
Von
World by
Hohner also
Carl
concluded
Sagan.
that technological advancements may usually bring to the destruction of a civilization based on the premise stating that the progress of science and technology on Earth was driven by two factors, the struggle for domination, and the desire for an easy life. The first one can potentially lead to complete destruction, while the second one leads to biological and mental degradation. Take the Cold War for example. During that period, tensions between the two world powers were so intense that it could have led to a near-total nuclear annihilation of our entire species. The few survivors would be thrown centuries into the past. We can thank Stanislav Petrov for preventing that, who correctly assumed that an American nuclear attack on the Soviet Union spotted on the radar was a false alarm. For the second factor, the desire to make life easier and consumerism in today's society comes at big costs of climate change and environmental damage that reflects on the overall well-being of humans. Perhaps a similar destructive fate is inevitable for all intelligent civilizations. Another hypothesis is that an intelligent species beyond a certain point of technological advancement will start destroying other intelligent species as they are discovered. Be it paranoia, desire for expansion, greed, or just pure evilness, aliens might come in many flavors. This behavior might also be seen as an act of caution. A formerly aggressive intelligent species that has overcome their own self-destructive tendencies might view any other species as a potential threat to their own, if they assume that everyone is like them. Perhaps the first species that would achieve interstellar travel will necessarily annihilate anyone else who might grow up to become a threat later on. I don't blame them. I wouldn't trust humanity to initiate a peaceful first contact. Have you seen the movies about aliens they make?
Right.
This theory is named after the Dark Forest novel by Lou Cixin, where aliens dare not reveal themselves in fear of a highly aggressive and technologically advanced species that hunts down anyone that makes their presence known. If such a civilization exists and terrorizes the galaxy, the most rational decision for us would be to send as few radio signals in space as possible. This way, humanity is less likely to be detected by an apex predator. Stephen Hawking was quoted as saying that meeting an advanced civilization could be like Native Americans encountering Columbus. That didn't turn out so well. Let's hope they're wrong, otherwise we have to be really silent. There have been 5 major mass extinctions on Earth so far that resulted in most living species being eliminated, like the one of the non-avian dinosaurs, or the Permian-Triassic extinction, which has killed over 90% of all species. What if life arising in the universe isn't that rare? However, mass extinctions happen so often that it makes it virtually impossible for an intelligent species to evolve past the point of interplanetary expansion. Events such as large asteroids, massive volcanic eruptions, gamma-ray bursts, solar flares, or major pandemics could cripple or destroy intelligent life. Aside from the natural ones, a civilization might auto-destruct because of a technologically caused extinction. What if every single alien civilization at one point will attempt to develop artificial intelligence, and in all scenarios it will lead to the doom of the species? I'm not hinting at anything.
Right. Dun dun dun.
The normal schedule of a human is working in order to be able to survive, while relaxing and enjoying themselves during the rest of the time. But what if the working part was not necessary, and humans could forever indulge in enjoying themselves? With increasing technological advancement, it's only natural that media will become more and more engaging while human labor less and less necessary, and if that comes before interstellar space travel, the intelligent species could lose their interest in expanding outwardly. Moreover, they could lose interest for the entire external physical universe and decide to upload their minds into massive artificial virtual environments, devoid of suffering or problems. Once such environments become self-sufficient, the secluded aliens might orbit a Matryoshka brain without emitting any signals into outer space, living their best digital life, which is much more exciting than what the cold and barren universe has to offer. Perhaps such a hedonistic fate awaits all civilizations. Let's hope that the galactic metaverse will at least be cross-platform, so that we can at least digitally join the aliens. The existence of aliens still remains an open mystery. Great minds from all fields of science theorized about possible explanations. Whether you want to join the search for aliens, or simply to deepen your STEM knowledge in order to excel at college, work, or just everyday life, Brilliant has got you covered. It is the best platform for learning math and science interactively, which immerses you in thousands of lessons that use practical
Alright. That's enough of that fucking advertisement, bro. That's a good video, though. I like his videos. I like his style of comedy and everything, so that's pretty cool.
Alpha 1 is being contested by hostiles.
Damn, what's Charleston White? Oh, I was about to say, Charleston White. Let's see what he's talking about. But it ain't. It's all good, though. It's a short video. I ain't trying to watch no short. Something a little longer than that. That's funny.
We've lost an objective.
Uh-oh. Well, we gotta lose one eventually. Shit. These motherfuckers keep sneaking around the back, too. Well, you know, whatever. I ain't really tripping like that. I said I ain't really a professional Battlefield player or nothing like that. Why everybody making fun of Lil Baby? Baby was having fun, hugging people and shit. That's all.
They're taking control of an objective.
Making fun of Lil Baby every post I see right now. Hold on, let me.
Ranger deployment on my mark! They're down to half strength. Objective has been attacked.
Oh, that's a dog on my team. Where the fuck are they shooting at me? Okay, I got one finally.
Friendly's hurt!
Where's he at? Right there. I seen him. Oh, I ain't seen him though. I was going to the other side. They pushed the other side. That's crazy. It's definitely Friday night, man. video. I see a Charles and White video, but I ain't trying to hear one.
Do not assist me!
Locked out
About a
two.
kid that got killed. I ain't trying to hear that shit right now. Fuck it, let's watch this one too.
What do you want in like a
Summers
partner?
4X donated $100.69.
Let me have it.
Okay, first off,
lost
Red
an objective
Coat,
to the
you
enemy.
are a bum, you live in a fantasy world. Clearly reality hasn't checked your butt, it will eventually. Maybe you are just bad at math and finances. The lifestyle you want is supported by a 6-figure salary.
Yeah, you're gonna need a guy who makes it like 6 figures.
At least.
Okay. Then that's fine. I mean, I didn't say that I was, looking
yeah.
for some crazy like rich man.
That is.
Of course, that would be nice to have.
Making 6 figures puts you in like I think
Right.
the top 10%,
These
is
people
it,
don't understand.
Okay.
of income earners?
Well, that's what
I
everybody's
think-
competing for anyway.
I think I could be wrong. Maybe 15, huh?
Well, that's what everybody's competing for anyway, right?
What
The
are you
top
talking
10%
Yeah.
of partners.
Well,
Maybe not
there's a difference
everybody, not to,
between
like,
what you
umbrella
want
term.
and what you can get.
Reality.
Especially what you can get in terms of commitment.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll come across that bridge when I get to it. Reality's kicked my ass a couple times. I mean, I've had some hard
Already.
things
Sure.
that have happened to me in life, but I don't let it dictate my future and what happens from then on out.
Sure. You know what? I think we have
It
a.
should, because
like,
those are
nah,
life
she want that
lessons. They're
6
checking
figures.
you. You're supposed
Yeah.
to learn from those life lessons because they're only happening to you,
Yeah.
and you're supposed to learn from it.
That's
Like
the
if it
whole
keeps
point of
repeating.
life.
Exactly.
And I think it's less than 10% because when I did the female delusion calculator, it said it was 1%
Female
for
delusion
somebody
calculator.
that makes 100K a year, and I think I put like not obese and like 25 to 35, and it
Here,
was
let's pull it up.
1%.
Eric, can you pull up the
Yeah.
it's one of the I think it's favorited at one of the top things. We'll have you do it, and then we'll have you do it.
Okay.
Put it window tab, please.
Is there one for women though?
That
Like for what guys
Oh.
want in women?
Yeah, there is.
There is?
there might
Okay.
be. Okay. So can you actually mouse wheel scroll up so it's a bit bigger? Yeah. There we go. Okay. So we'll start with you. So age range
At least my age, so 24.
to what?
Younger than my dad. I would say 40's okay.
Younger than my dad.
24 to 40.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're 24. You'd be fine with a 40-year-old guy.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Exclude married.
Has anybody ever watched Succession?
Bro, just
Well, I mean,
let's
do
try to
you-
run through this.
Do you know the
Here we
dynamic
go.
that Marsha and Logan have? You know, like she kind of looks the other way and he kind of does whatever he wants.
Okay, so would you be okay with him having a mistress?
That's a hard question.
Here, let's just exclude married. Let's just
Just
exclude
answer
married.
the question.
Race?
Every question is hard. It seems like.
I mean, I have a preference, but
Oh
not.
shit! What's her
It's not
preference?
strictly like I've had
Okay.
Mexican boyfriends, I've had white
Wow.
boyfriends, I
Just
had.
pick
Can
one.
we please
Who's
move
around?
things along, please?
Well, I'm so sorry, but that's why that's why I'm
just
just like
Would you-
I'm
would you
happy
date-
with people.
Yeah.
Would you date a white guy,
Right.
black? There's the options for any color.
I mean, but I'm open to like multiple
Just
colors.
That's one of the options.
But I'm not
Any
open
color.
to all colors, just some.
Which would you like to preclude?
I'm not big.
That's
I'm
funny.
not like
She
hugely
ain't fucking with
attracted
Asians.
to Asian people or darker
Right, I
complected
knew it.
individuals.
Oh, that's why she didn't want to
Pull
say
it back, Eric. Pull it back. So do you want to just say white?
I mean,
Latinos are white, aren't they? Are Latinos white?
well,
Bro,
okay, but
fuck.
I'm
Holy
pretty
shit,
damn
okay.
white, so I'm trying not to be canceled here.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. People can have preferences. Okay, minimum height.
Right, exactly.
At least 5'8".
Okay, guys, be quiet over there, please. Okay. Exclude obese.
Like, are we talking like the Sodis sisters that are like 600
Oh
pounds?
my God, we don't need the fucking
Right.
the
She can't
extra.
answer no
just
questions,
please,
bro.
please, just
No,
let's
I
try
do
to
not
move
want
through
an
this.
obese person.
Okay. Minimum income. Sounded like, was it 100K minimum?
They
I
all
mean,
want
that's the thing.
100K,
Like,
boy.
My husband will worry about finances. Like, I'm
Hold on,
not
bro.
the person to worry about them.
So in your lifestyle that you imagine in your life, in your head, how
She
much
doesn't know
money
what she
do you
wants.
think?
My husband will take care
It
of
seems
all
like that,
that.
but I
Like,
wanna
I
get
just
an
want to
idea
be,
of
I just want to focus
Just
on like
wanna be
having the
pretty.
kids.
That's
Bro,
all.
and
we don't need
just
we don't
one
need
way. Just
a
one way.
sub
100K.
conversation. Hold on,
100K
quiet,
then.
quiet, quiet.
Donated
100K, that's
Thank you, Victor.
$100.69. Reality kicked your ass. Really? Was the new LV bag being sold out a soul-crushing defeat in your world? Or maybe your ex realized you are a bum and with nothing to besides your
A bum.
personality, which is about as exciting as box of dead puppies, and left you.
Aw. Well, okay, Bads, that's a little mean. But I mean,
Pretty funny though.
I don't have a Louis Vuitton bag. I actually don't have any designer bags.
That sucks for her.
No,
Okay,
I mean,
let's bring it back. Minimum income.
60K.
Okay, I mean,
60K is more
the lifestyle you
reasonable.
described is not going to be supported.
Okay,
No, she
let's
said
do-
60K.
Let's do 100.
Okay.
Get a good 3-digit number.
Okay. Find out. Okay, so the probability, you have a 1.1% chance.
Oh my.
That's
And that's just white
1.1%
man?
chance.
Or white
Yeah.
men.
Just white men.
Yeah.
That's all you say you like.
You want to? Okay.
Add more now.
Scroll down a little bit. Okay, you have a 4 out of 5 cat bag. I don't know. Okay. Did you want to do it too? Let's do yours.
I sure.
All right, let's reset everything. Or actually, we don't need to reset.
I'll change my answers because the last time it was 1% and I want a little bit more than that. So I'm
That's
gonna
funny.
change my answers from the last time.
Sure,
I
that's
did
fine.
it.
Age.
Okay, 20 to 35.
Okay.
35.
Exclude married. Any
So right
color.
now you date a 35-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay. Exclude married.
Yeah.
Okay. Race.
Any.
Okay. Minimum
And,
height. How tall are you?
She want
I'm
anybody to
5'7"
get that
or
100,000.
5'6".
Okay.
So I'd say like 5'10"
5'10".
and exclude obese.
All right. Thank you.
Should date anybody to
minimum
get that
income.
100,000.
100K.
Now,
100K. All
change
right.
her mind.
So that is 0.75 between that age range.
Wow.
0.75.
That's why I'm so single. It's worth
Yeah.
a shot.
Here, let's just. I want to go back really quick. No.
Like,
do
no,
like
wait,
30 to 35. I'm just curious because the most guys who are like 20 and 25 are not making 100K. You know.
Right.
Oh wow, that
Yeah.
does not help
Doesn't help.
things much to begin with. Okay, there
It's
you have
tough.
it, folks.
Delusional.
Enjoy the cat food. Okay.
Hey.
All right, there you have it. The
Well, hold on. Can we figure out what percentage of women we are?
well,
Well, he's like, well, we got another clip for that, but yeah. They delusional, but they don't understand, so I ain't tripping. It's not on me. God damn, they all over there now. Hey, 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 hey. Let me get up out of there.
We can continue to hold off the Russian attacks. We may have the beat.
Dang, he got an RPG now? Oh yeah, I forgot that's in the game. Oh. The RPG, bro. Holy shit, I got a grenade under my feet. It's crazy. As soon as I made that move over there, landed on a grenade. Just when I thought it was safe to make a move. Anyways, man. Pretty freaking crazy, bro.
Just lost control of an objective.
Let me see this shit real quick. Hey. Oh shit, hold on. Oh, we losing? Yeah, we losing. Let me get this helicopter if I can.
110 meters. Objective secured.
Sheesh, my shit getting all fucked up. It's all good though. Hey, what's that? Alright, where the helicopter at? That bitch back yet?
Requesting Ranger drop at these coordinates.
Fuck, bro. Alright, we're getting pushed back. I might as well just go back. Oh, no, we winning. Not bad. Sheesh. That shit look cool. We about to win? Oh, it's an overtime. Of course it is. Oh, fall back. All right. Hey, it's in overtime. Big jack-o'-lantern. Hold on, there's the big eyeball up for a while. Hold on. I didn't even get to see it. Hold on. Oh yeah, that one. In the world. And then the eyeball. Alright. That's crazy. Oh, space, of course. Yep. Gotta put that on there, definitely. Can't leave out space. Pretty cool. Ooh, you got dunked on. Something fierce. My shit. Tripping. Damn. Eyeball. That look good. He tried to come over here and get me. it's cool. Summer League, Las Vegas. Bring back cool memories. So when I used to go every year, I still might go this year, I don't know. But I used to go every year, but yeah. Summer League in Las Vegas, it then turned into a big event. It was small back in the day. Now it's a pretty big deal, which is cool. The small town getting bigger, you know what I'm saying? But shit, yo, I think I'm gonna holler at y'all motherfuckers later, man. I gotta do some other shit, make some beats and shit. But I'll holler. You dig? Hey, hold on, he played? Hey, I wanna watch the highlights. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll holler at y'all later, man. I'm gonna watch some of these Summer League highlights, man. And oh yeah, wait, how much time we got left for this? It still got more? Hold on, man. We're just gonna go through this for a quick minute too, because I wanna see all the little pictures they got. Little animations that they working with, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a waste of money at first, but you know, everybody's reaction to it seemed to be like that they like it, so. If the people like it, you know what I mean? You gotta give the people what they want, man. Hey. Oh, okay. My bad. I'm over here pressing the wrong buttons and shit. Oh, they do got new squad shit now. Oh, there you go, right there. Ooh, with the dish. They can't stop him. Too big. Switched it over to the left hand. Okay. Oh, he playing right now? What? When was that? 2 hours ago. Nah, that shit over. Alright. I could go ahead and watch the highlights then. Bro. You tripping. Man, I mean, I seen the eyeball and a couple of the basketball look cool. Like, a couple of the things look cool, but like, none of the other shit is wowing me right now. That's cool, but like, they ain't really that cool. You know what I mean? The regular orange look better, the orange basketball. But that's tight though. That's some old, you know, extravagant shit right there. Look at that. Some geometry type shit. They just going crazy with the colors on that one. Alright. What else, man? They got anything better or what? Don't go back to the sphere. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Or something like that. Yeah. That's what we came to see. The moon. The moon. That's cool. Like some werewolf shit. Oh, look. The phases of the moon now. I don't know, maybe. Looks cool, whatever that shit is they're doing to it. It's illuminating. Damn. Sheesh. That was worth the price of admission. Is that it? That's the last one they're gonna show? Yeah, that's the last one they're gonna show. Well, in that case, man, I'll holla at y'all motherfuckers later, man. I see. You know what I mean? Probably tomorrow or something like that. So, yeah.